This is Java Joel from 96.5 KISS FM, Cleveland. You're checking out the Hoppe and SuperRICH show. What a dumb name for a show. Then again, who am I to talk? My name is Java Joel.
All right, welcome back to the show. Give us a call. Like, man, do I love this song. I have this on replay all day at the gym. That's my lady. She will never let me down. Yeah, there's a reason I'm going into radio, not to sing.
Leave it to them.
This song's 10 years old, believe it or not. Call the show, 630-785-2510. That is 630-785-2510. And a quick reminder, if you want to become an Edge insider and get all the information on the shenanigans and more, Ryan, phone screen to call. It's not that hard. Text on Edge to 33239 to become an Edge insider. Sign up to be an Edge insider and get concert information, to get updates on new music artists and news. But just like everything in life, it is not guaranteed. So find out if your cell carrier provides it. But for more information on the Edge and the Hoppe and SuperRICH show page, go to theedgeonair.com. All right. Did you guys grow up with adult cartoons at all? I mean, I know I've asked this before, but some of the audience might not know. It's actually not healthy how many adult cartoons I used to watch. Futurama, Family Guy, American Dad, South Park, Aqua Teen, C-Lab, Harvey Birdman, Oral
Robot
Stroker,
Chicken.
and who? Robot Chicken, Dilbert, The Critic, Code Monkeys,
Yeah,
Frisky
the Critic
Dingo.
was your favorite one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I watched, guys, a lot of cartoons, and it wasn't healthy. But the one that always meant something to my heart, and I'm not even trying to be weird, was The Simpsons, because it was the original. And I just liked Homer. I liked Bart. And it was the cleanest of them all, so it was the one that my mom let me watch the most. So I actually know this character that Ryan's going to read about. It's one of the mob guys. And I've seen the movie Goodfellas, and one of the guys from there is trying to claim that this guy from the show was a ripoff of him. And I think it's utterly ridiculous because this character is from the 90s. And
Well,
this
people are just
character-
stupid now.
Yeah, I mean, if you were so offended by it, then why didn't you say something back in 1992 when the character first came out? All right.
Or back when you could have gotten away with it.
So, yeah, what does the article say?
All right, so Goodfellas actor files a $250 million lawsuit against The Simpsons for using his likeness. Obviously, he was a character in the
It's
show.
a parody! It's a cartoon! What do you think it is? They weren't making fun of you. There wasn't slander. It may have been based off of you because it was in the early 90s and Goodfellas came out in the late 80s. You should be flattered that they made fun of you. Like, I've heard people are flattered when South Park makes fun of them. This is a guy who is broke and wants some way to get money. So,
Frank Severo, who played mobster Frankie Carbone in Goodfellas, claims that Simpsons writers living next to him in 1989 imitated his character for animated hoodlum Louie. So, Louie is one of the more minor members of the Simpsons universe. He occasionally menaces Springfieldians at the behest of mob boss Fat Tony and doesn't even have a surname.
Oh my God! What if Fat Tony's a ripoff of Tony Soprano? Why don't we get? Well, I mean, James Gandolfini's dead, but why don't we get one of his family members to sue? Oh no! You parodied somebody.
Right.
Shut up.
It says, let's see. Minor or not, he's now at the heart of a $250 million lawsuit after
$250 million?
Right.
I would get $500,000 or maybe a quarter, but $250 million for a character that they don't use anymore. He's just jealous that Matt Groening is making bank off of a cartoon.
Yeah.
And I
The thing is, he should have done this a long time ago, back when the show wasn't as popular, too. Like back in the beginning seasons, like before it was one of the greatest shows of all time.
Yeah.
I just don't get why you're doing it now. Do it when you're first offended. This is a case where someone's like, here's how you can make money. You can sue the Simpsons. This is from the early 90s. They don't use that character anymore. This is when the show was funny. Guess how old this character is? It was before we were born. It's like 92 he first came out. Get the hell out of here.
Well, here's the thing about that. He probably didn't know that he was offended back then, and now that the character's not being used anymore, he decided that he should be offended.
And that he's broke. I went on his...
Oh, he's conveniently broke now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. I'm just speculating. I went on his Wikipedia page, Frank Severo. Dude, there's nothing on there. I mean, there's things on there. He hasn't done anything since 2008. He hasn't done any made-for-TV movies. He hasn't done any movies that you might find on a hub. He's done nothing. He's done nothing. He can't even do like a made-for-TV movie. This guy's a loser.
So,
like, why do you even let him sue? Like, is there a way you can just deny a lawsuit? Because this is an utter travesty that the court system's going to have to deal with this douchebag.
right.
Get the hell out of here. You're suing over The Simpsons. A cartoon. It's a cartoon, Ryan. It's not real. They draw it and they voice it. And they had nothing in there about your kids or your family or maybe your sex life. It was just a character that was the dumb sidekick to Fat Tony. Shut up.
So, actor Frank Severo has claimed the Simpsons writers stole his likeness for the character. Severo played Frankie Carbone in Martin Scorsese's 1990 mobster drama, memorably being uprated by Robert De Niro's James for being too flashy with his money. The suit claims Severo was familiar to Simpsons producer James Brooks, and that he lived next to the writers of The Simpsons in 1989 as he was preparing for Goodfellas. Here's a quote. They saw each other almost every day. They were aware of the entire character of Frank Carbone and created and developed by Severo, who based his character off of his own personality.
Wouldn't you be honored if there was a character that was based off of you?
Yeah, I would.
They're not making fun of you. It's based off of your likeness.
Like, I'd be honored if one of the greatest TV shows of all time made a character based off of me and my personality and everything. Like, I'd be flattered and happy.
That'd be pretty cool.
That.
Man, would the PTC come after you if there was a character after any of us?
Yeah.
Especially me. That show would get canceled even before pre-production.
Could you imagine on The Simpsons they had a segment where they'd have a radio show and it'd be us?
Well, there is one. It's KBBL, and it's like this wacky morning drive show. Here's the thing. I typed in Louie, The Simpsons. I didn't even know the character's name. When I saw the picture, I, of course, recognized him because I'm a Simpson geek, but I don't know the character's name. So here's my point. YouTube is full of clips that are the best of every adult cartoon. When there is nothing about Louie, who was the sidekick to Fat Tony on The Simpsons, that's when you need to shut up. That's when you need to get a new agent and figure out a way to improve your career. Because suing The Simpsons in 2014 over a character from the early 90s makes you look like a rodent, like a
Well, he's appeared in
loser.
episodes ever since then, though, right?
But he's been a minor character.
Like, do you think that you're
The
going to win this
Bumblebee
lawsuit?
Man.
Do you think you could win this lawsuit against a major company like The Simpsons who has all this money?
Yeah, against Fox. Do you think Fox is going to fall over? Yeah, they might pay you a little bit, but you're not getting $250,000. This is just a loser of an actor. He's not even a C-list celebrity. He's lucky if he's a D-list. I've never heard of him. He's done minor roles. He's known for Goodfellas, a movie that came out a while ago before we were born. It came out so long ago, my parents hadn't met yet. I bet Reagan was president or something. What year did it come out? Let me check. What else?
It came out in 1990. So the president would have been the first Bush, but yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
A lot of guys that went here were in high school. A lot of guys that went to ICB were taking their SAT when this movie came out. That's how long ago it's been. Shut up, Frank Carbone.
I was born 4 years later, and you were born, what, like 3 years later, so this is pretty... I mean, you know, it was a long time ago.
And you're not
well
even a
over 20
main
years.
character. On the front, like, movie poster of Goodfellas, it's Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Ray Liotta. There's no Frank Carbone. I'm sure you have an active role in the movie. I haven't seen it in a few years, but it's not like you're memorable.
Right. So that's pretty much it about this. He's suing, and it doesn't really say what's going to transpire from it. But obviously it's a little strange that he's suing for a character that started like very
it might
long time
only
ago.
be something he's just trying to get the publicity for saying that he's suing the Simpsons.
He gets a celebrity
maybe.
reality show. Oh my God, I used to be a mobster, and now I'm a stay-at-home dad that barely pays off the bills off of the royalty of the Goodfellas. Shut up. What else is coming up in Super Rich News? But real quick, call the show. I messaged you on Facebook.
Yes,
link.
I got the story.
847-866. No, wait, God damn it. That's our other
You
show.
see me
I always do that because we're on WNUR.
You like WNUR more.
No, it's just I
Just
have
say
it
it.
memorized.
You like saying that we're on 89.3.
Call the show. 630-785-2510. That is 630-785-2510. And here is my last thing I have to say to Frank Carbone before we move on.
Shut up!
All right. What else is coming up?
All right. This is a very long story. UNC report finds 18 years of academic fraud to keep athletes playing. And I heard a little bit about this. Apparently, just to give you backstory, they for like the last 20 years or so, counselors and people who work for the University of North Carolina, they have like purposely put athletes in easy classes that they know they'll pass, like studying classes or classes that give them some, like a credit, but not not really doing much, learning much.
And even when these boneheaded morons are in there, what do you think they're doing? They're sleeping and they pay someone else to take the test. These guys aren't going to UNC to get an education. They're going there because they're playing for Roy Williams. That's the name of the coach, right?
Well, this is for football, but it's
Either
also
way, anywhere.
But it's also for all athletes.
Anywhere
This is pretty
has
much for all
this.
the athletes.
Derrick Rose didn't take his test. No one does.
Right, but that stuff has not happened nearly as much as it used to.
Oh, you know it happens. Get the hell out of here, bro. It happens a lot.
It doesn't happen as much as you would think
It
anymore.
happens a lot, dude. Or they at least pay somebody to do their homework. Because a lot of these guys are
That's different.
jockheads.
I'm talking about like as far as school stuff, like
I would say it's
they're
prominent.
in classes, but
I would say it's very prominent. You pay the teacher off. Trust me. I would say a lot of things happen. I would not count it out. That's all I'm saying. Do you agree with me?
no, I don't. But that's okay. I was actually at college for a semester or two. I think I have a little more knowledge than you on it, but
Oh, hey, but you didn't go to UNC.
no. But I went to an actual university.
Burn.
I didn't see it happen
You got
there.
me. You got me, Super Rich. You went to an actual college. I went to Harper, which is an actual college. It was a community college. And then
I
know.
know.
Get the hell. I know. I'm just messing with you.
18 years of academic fraud to keep athletes playing. For 18 years, thousands of students at the prestigious University of North Carolina took fake paper classes, so that's the name, and advisors funneled athletes into the program to keep them eligible, according to a scathing independent report released Wednesday. So that's that's obviously a lot worse. That they had, academic advisors telling them to take these easy classes because
you have
knew
the
that they'd be able to pass
IQ
it.
of the points that you score per game. They're
Yeah.
like, let's take 1, 2, 3, how to cut up paper and do paper mache.
Right.
What is the history of paper mache?
So some private investigator guy conducted an 8-month investigation into the scandal, which has plagued the university for nearly 5 years. 4 employees have been fired and 5 more disciplined because of their roles. One other former employee had honorary status removed. So that's not good.
I wonder how much of a pay grade decrease that is.
It's probably significant, but I don't know how significant. I don't know how much school officials at the universities make necessarily.
Probably
Yeah,
$200,000.
I mean, I know they make enough to be fine and have a family and everything, but they I don't know how much of a pay grade that they're on.
Yeah.
So in all, the report estimates at least 3,100 students took these paper classes or easy classes, but the figure very likely falls far short of the true number. So it's quite possibly a lot more than that. For the first time since the scandal first came to light 5 years ago, UNC admitted that the wrongdoing went further.
5 years?
It's probably been way before that too.
Get it together.
But for the last
already.
but for the last 5 years is when they started to dig into it and then fire people and hire people and
5 years? Jesus Christ.
UNC admitted that the wrongdoing went further than academics and involved its athletic programs.
that it's been taking this long because the NCAA wants to drag it out because UNC is one of the most prominent household name teams in the NCAA.
Right. Well, that's why this is much more important. I don't think stories like this would come out with smaller universities at all.
This is infuriating.
The fact that it comes out with a big university like North Carolina, that's kind of a big deal.
I'm just done. I mean, it's just like screw college sports.
So anyway,
do you agree with me? Like, I'm not big on the college sports.
Remember when the college athletes thought that they should be getting paid?
Yeah,
you get paid on the side.
Well, I'm sort of split on that decision.
You're probably riding a free scholarship.
There's a lot of people who think that they should be getting paid. There's a lot of people who think they shouldn't be getting paid. I'm sort of down the middle with it. I understand both sides of it. I understand why they want to get paid jobs during the regular season. All they're doing is working on their sports. I understand they get free room and board.
They probably get a full scholarship. They're probably going for free.
Well, they're going for free, but they do have to pay.
And
for their
they're
food.
Paid on
they
the
have
side.
to pay for whatever. And a lot of those kids in sports don't necessarily have a lot of money. So I do think it would kind of be a good idea for them to have some money so they can pay for food and do other things.
It'll never happen.
But I understand both sides of that, of course. So anyway, this article just goes down and says stellar reputation comes crashing down. So UNC, has been a place that hasn't really had a tarnished reputation until now. The report spreads the blame around. So there's multiple people involved in this. And yeah, that's really about it.
Ryan, this is the song that I dedicate to UNC. This song literally describes everything that is going on with them.
Yeah.
This is the real one, baby. I'm telling you.
It is all falling down for them.
That's why I'm a DePaul fan. There's no scandals, just bad basketball.
Yeah.
And
a weird
changing
fan
stadiums
base.
for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
And a weird
Thanks
fan
for
base.
wasting the city's money on a new...
Yeah, you scumbag, you leech Rahm Emanuel. We'll get to that after that. I want you to break down your article.
Okay,
and
yeah.
we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Rahm
I
Emanuel,
can get it
that
out.
leech bag, that tool needs to be cut out. But real quick.
But he is doing some good stuff.
SuperRICH.
But he is doing some good stuff for Wrigley Field. I have to commend him on that because Mayor Daley
Talk long enough.
Because Mayor Daley was a White Sox fan. He wouldn't do anything with the Cubs. So
Because that's what's
somebody
important, is helping out Wrigley Field, a bunch of losers. I'm a Cubs fan, but that's what's important. It's fixing that and bitching about the word Trump going on the side of a building. So we will have SuperRICH break down his article about how he's mad about the new arena coming to the McCormick Place for the bad DePaul basketball team. Call the show, 630.
Because that'll help them playing in a new arena.
And it'll worsen the fan base.
8,000 less seats, and they're going to lose all their season ticket holders because, 90% of their season ticket holders are from the suburbs. And they're not going to drive all the way into the city, all the way on the south side of Chicago.
Yeah. 630-785-2510.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.